30 seconds left. Aaron McLean, England with a golden opportunity.
Yeah, free kick out on the left-hand side. Luke Shaw puts a peach of a ball in. He places it on the 6-yard line. Harry Kane, free header, but he has to dip, you know, to get it, and he just can't. He can't hit the target. Golden opportunity to go and take all 3 points out of this game, and it's spurned by Harry Kane. But it's very much in the way that the game's gone. You know, they've only had 3 shots on target. Even those shots haven't been of any good quality, and you know, this game looks like a 0-0 written all over it.
I mean, yeah, we're seeing now probably USA with the last chance of the game, you'd think, Aaron?
Yeah, well, Pulisic's got the ball, you know, it's deep into... Yeah, look, Pulisic, on the free kick, he's just played it into the corner. I think USA are more than happy to just take a point out of this game and then go into the final game knowing that if they can get a win there, then they'll be qualified for the next round.
And that is it, Aaron. It finishes England 0, USA 0. So England not into the round of 16 yet. They have missed out on the opportunity to do that with a game to spare. That means there'll be a little bit more to it in the Wales game. We think we've done the maths, Aaron, and we've come to the idea that Wales would have to win by 4 goals over England for them not to progress. So how do you think Southgate will be feeling?
I think he'll look to try and take the positives out of it, that England have not played well but not lost the game. You know, I think that's what they have to do. You know, they have to try and take the positives, but at the same time they have to address where things went wrong. You know, why is there such a huge shift between the first game and the second game? Is it fatigue? You know, is it because they kept the same team and trying to play back-to-back games was a little bit too much in these conditions? Only Gareth Southgate and his team will know the answers to that. But
normally, of course, we go into a World Cup at the end of a long season. I mean, I know it's been the season's been condensed, but it's only been half a season. Yeah, most definitely. But I'm thinking the conditions out there. You know, it's very hard. Even the training regimes. You know, they're training out in ridiculous conditions out there. So, did that play a part in it? I'm not too sure, but. It's the same for everybody, yeah? It
is the same for everyone, but maybe Gareth Southgate should have rotated his squad. Maybe he should have, you know, at least 3 or 4 players, especially in the attacking areas. You know, I think that maybe he should have rotated it and freshened it up, because it was a real lacklustre performance, and a lot of players looking void of any energy today.
I mean, that's the most worrying thing, isn't it? It was that sort of idea. There was no spark. There didn't seem to be anybody who could
they wanted it.
Bring it to life. Yeah.
Yeah, and listen, it's definitely not because the players don't want to. You know, it's not because they don't want to do it. But USA set up really well. USA set up to make sure that they can frustrate England, not allow gaps in between the units, and they did that perfectly. Then when they had their moments, they were able to counter on England and gain a little bit of control of the game. The problem is England didn't really change too much. They continued to do the same things that they were doing that wasn't getting them any joy.
So are they too predictable?
Definitely in this game. Definitely far too predictable. I think the changes were too late, and the changes didn't really make a difference like they did in the first game. But it's easy to come on and have an effect when the team's winning and everyone's full of beans. It's a lot more difficult when things aren't going quite well, and you know, you need to be the players to make the difference. So I think there's a lot of things that this England team will need to look at, but it's not the end of the world. They've come away with a point.
Yep, 4 points then for England after 2 games at the World Cup so far. And the last group game, of course, is against Wales on Tuesday.